Taking care of yourself while you are going through difficult times is something that should be done, but most of us don't do it. We don't even think about it. Hi, I'm Leanne, and welcome to my channel. I Say This With Love 33. This is something that I have just gone through and would like to share it with you. While we are going through challenging times, the last thing we think about is ourselves and taking care of ourselves. But I would like to say to you that when we take a little bit of time to take care of ourselves, that's going to give us strength to continue to get through the difficult, challenging time that we're going through. I want to offer to you all the things that helped me get through my journey of 4 years. I went through a very difficult, challenging time, and I didn't know how to take care of myself or what to do, and I learned it. I learned it as I went along, and I want to offer out to you guys the things that helped me, that gave me strength, that helped me to clear my mind and find what I needed to get through my day. Maybe even perhaps through the challenge of the day, because we all go through a challenge every day, depending how we look at it. So here are some things that I will share with you that helped me. So remember, if you're going through difficult times, maybe write some of these down. See if any of these will resonate with you and work through them, try them, feel it out on your own. If they feel great and they help you, that's absolutely beautiful. And then you can take that and let somebody else know about it and help them, and we'll just keep paying it forward. So something that I did that helped to take care of me during my difficult, challenging time, number one was I went on YouTube and I typed in what I was feeling and what I was going through, and these videos came up, and that started the beginning of my process to offer me some awareness and some explanation of what's going on with me. And I felt it and I believed it and it was true. And at that point, 4 years ago, it was all about me not being happy within myself and not feeling good, and my marriage doesn't feel good, and my husband, all the things. And then it came up and gave me what I needed to start my journey with. And I went on there multiple times a day, every day. And then that one video would take me to another video, and that would lead me to somebody else. And every day, the dots would be connected with what I needed at that certain time, and listening to other people's stories and listening to professionals and listening to people like me that are just in their home and going through experiences and are sharing it with the world helped so tremendously and gave me so much strength and wisdom. And I would offer you to try that. Another thing that I would like you to be aware of is to breathe. So many times during difficult challenges, and we're going through our days, and we have to continue to go to work, and we have to run the household, and we have to go grocery shopping, and we have to do all this and take the kids everywhere and handle everything, we forget to breathe, or we breathe shallow. And when we breathe shallow, just no deeper than our chest, that just traps energies within us and zaps our energy away from us. So I offer you to breathe. Take deep breaths. Maybe try a box breathing technique. I started this 4 years ago, and sometimes I go back to it. Sometimes I use different ones, but one that's a good way to start is a 4x4, and you inhale for 4 and hold it at the top, and then exhale for 4, holding at the bottom. And when you find yourself maybe feeling scattered and anxious, depressed, icky, try your box breathing. Another one that I like to do was 3-6-9. Inhale for 3, hold that breath for 6, and then exhale for 9. And when you are doing your breathing, feel the rise and fall of your belly. Maybe place your right hand on your belly and your left hand in your heart, and lay down somewhere and feel your breath. Feel the life force within you when you are feeling challenged, when you feel like you have no power and no control over what's going on. Put your right hand on your belly, left hand on your heart, shut down your eyes, and feel your breath. Feel it going organically in and out of your body, and see where your breath goes. Does it just stay up in your chest and you're shallow and you're like fast breathing? If so, slow it down. Become aware of your breath and your breathing pattern, because breath is our life force. Pranayama is our victorious breath. Ujjayi pranayama, we use it in yoga. Your victorious breath. Use it through your challenging times. Journal. When you're feeling things and you're maybe irritated, pissed off, scared, stressed out, happy, write it down. Write it in your journal. Keep a journal, because when you write things down and you release that out of your energy, it's gonna feel better. You're gonna feel lighter. Plus, it's written down on paper. It's out into the universe. So you become a little more responsible for your words, because you just put them out there into the universe, and the universe is going to respond accordingly. So write down what you're feeling, and don't try to like hide things from yourself. Because in all honesty, when you write things down and it's your true, authentic, raw feelings that you're going through and your emotions, that's beautiful. And that's going to release energies. And when you can one day go back and look back on that journal, and make sure you date it so you know how far you come, because you're going to make progress if you choose to make progress. But when you're able to see that and read that, it's so like empowering, and it feels so good. And I still go back and read my journals that I never did my whole life, but I started 4 years ago, and I go back and I read them, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I have come so far. That was such a heavy, dark feeling, and I'm so glad that I wrote it down, because to get it out and to express it, even though it's only on paper and it's only me reading it, it's a beautiful, empowering feeling, and that will help you to release some of that weight off of your shoulders. Give yourself grace when you're going through these challenging times. Try to allow yourself to be able to feel your feelings. It's okay. Make mistakes. It's okay. Try not to hold on to bitterness and anger and resentment. But if you have some, acknowledge it, be aware of it, give yourself grace, allow yourself to feel it, and then release it, let it go. Because that's going to help you, and that's going to strengthen you to get through to the end of your challenging time. And remind yourself, nothing lasts forever. When you're in the thick of something and you don't know what to do and which end is up, close your eyes and say, this too shall pass. And it will. And more than likely, it's going to strengthen you. You're going to be alive to talk about it. The earth is going to continue to spin. But we're in that midst of chaos and despair, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know anything. We feel like our world is coming to an end. Tell yourself, this too shall pass, and give yourself that grace. Let that happen. Yoga, as you know, is a huge part of my life. I am a yogi. Yoga found me. Yoga saved my life. Learning breath work and movement of the body, and nourishing the spirit and the soul, connecting the mind, body, soul, which is what yoga is about. It's not all about these beautiful, crazy poses. It is a lot. Yoga is an inward process, an inward journey. And had I not found yoga and gone through it, I don't really know where I would be today. And everything happens for a reason. So I know that yoga came to me and taught me how to love myself and how to breathe and how to get through difficult situations, how to sit in stillness and know that I have the power within. Because in yoga, when you're doing your breath and you're holding poses and postures and you're breathing through the challenge, the uncomfortableness, the difficulty, finding your edge in your own body, and you're letting that breath handle it, and your mind and your soul are acknowledging it and feeling it, that is so empowering, and it releases chemicals, and you just get that beautiful yoga glow and feeling, and You can conquer the world when you're able to go to that space. And they say yoga is a moving meditation, and it is. And meditation is the next thing I want to offer you. Meditate. Find yourself a space where you can sit in stillness, sit in silence, or maybe put some beautiful meditation music on. I've made some videos about meditation and offered some ways to stimulate things within, and that is to like meditate in the darkness, because when you meditate in darkness, that will activate the pineal gland, and then the pineal gland can release melatonin, like all these beautiful things that bring you what you need to enlighten yourself and to find your power within and your inner strength, your inner light. Get a sleeping mask if you don't have any darkness, and put your sleeping mask on and just sit in stillness and allow yourself grace to learn how to meditate, because it can be uncomfortable and it can be something that needs to be learned, because you're expecting something and you don't know what it is, but you can just like sit on your sits bones, place your hands on your knees or your legs with your palms facing up to receive energy, or your palms facing down to ground down into the earth. Shut down your eyes, relax your shoulders, pull them down away from your ears. Feel the rise and fall of your belly as you start to become aware of your breath, slowing your breath down. Realizing thoughts are always going to be going through our mind, they're always going to be coming, but just let them pass and just let them go by and release. Release what no longer serves you in that time. And you can meditate for a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, an hour, whatever it is that you want to do. There's no right or wrong way to do it. But meditation takes you to a space where you can find your inner strength, your inner self, and your God, source, universe, whatever you believe in, is always speaking to us. And when we can sit in silence and in stillness long enough to listen and to trust our God, source, universe, our intuition, our gut, that's going to bring you strength. I found so much strength in my meditation during my 4-year journey, and it got me so far ahead of being able to use my voice, because I had like lost the power or given up the power of my voice in childhood. So I slowly had to get it back and like balance my chakras and get everything in harmony. And your throat chakra, when you can meditate, all your chakras will like begin to harmonize and balance and bring you that strength that you need to get through your difficult time. Connect with nature. Go out into nature. Go out into the grass. Go out onto the beach, into the sand. Go out by the trees, flowers, bushes. Look up at the sky, the clouds, the sun. Like nature, Mother Nature has given us everything that we need to heal us if we listen, if we allow. It's a choice. So you can walk out your door and be in nature. You might even have plants in your house that you can connect with, maybe even touch them. Like the energy coming from live things, nature, even pets, is healing and beautiful. And when you're going through difficult times, hugging a pet like your cat or your dog, and they're sitting there loving you unconditionally, that is a healing space that you can use throughout your difficult journey. And know that your pet or any pet can sense energy and feel energy. So if you have a pet, utilize them during this difficult time. Cry to them, speak to them, spill your guts to them, and they're going to love you anyways. And maybe you'll even get some licks, or maybe a scratch if it's a cat like mine. Connect with those that love you unconditionally and that you feel comfortable being vulnerable with. While we're going through difficult times, if you don't have anybody to release and get things off your chest, that's going to be difficult. Yes, it's possible you can do it, but we as humans need that connection. So if you don't have anybody, Go onto YouTube and connect with communities that are going through the same thing as you. If you have a dear friend or somebody in your family that you do feel vulnerable with and you can be 100% authentically you, utilize that. Talk to them. Release what's on your heart and your mind. But always know that you have the answers within and the strength within, and nobody can give you that, but something that they say and their energy can help you to find what you need inside of you. Okay, that's kind of difficult, and that could be a touchy situation because in our world, we're conditioned and taught to believe that everything that we need is outside of us. But I say this with love, that's bullshit. Everything you need is already inside of you. We just need to peel the layers and recondition and relearn what is the truth. So no matter what anybody tells you or what anybody says or what you should do or what you have to do, listen to that, sit with that, feel into that, see if that resonates with you. If it does and it expands your heart, beautiful. You can use that. But if you feel any little glimmer of like, I don't know if I want to do that, or that doesn't feel right, or that's not really me, don't do it. Listen to your body. What is your body speaking with you? Learning to listen to our body, especially during these challenging times, is huge because our body's always speaking to us, because our body, our energy, our gut, our intuition knows things much faster than our mind. But here in our world, in our patriarchal world, we push those feelings down and away because our mind knows more than our heart and our gut. Wrong, wrong. And I say that with love, wrong. We need to quiet our mind and open our heart and come back to ourselves and feel what is right for us, not what everybody tells us, what we need or what we have to do. Know that you are not alone. On my 4-year journey of healing and going through different seminars and connecting with others and hearing other people's stories, like thousands of people sharing their stories, it is so significant and beautiful for me to learn that, oh my God, like we're all the same. I'm sitting here in this, thousands of people in this audience, and somebody standing up sharing their story, and their story is like so similar to mine, except maybe a slight difference. Oh my God. And then the next person gets up, and then the next person. And this was like a 3-day process. And by, I think the second day or maybe the third day, I was up there sharing my story, and so many people resonated with my story. And like that empowers, because when you share your story, you're putting your energy out into the world and helping others. Because think about this, like you're in your tough space now and you don't know which end is up and you're going through hard times, but somebody behind you is not there yet, and they might be going to be going through that next. So if you share your story with them, you might say something that can help them. Me, I'm 4 years deep into my journey, and now I'm putting my story out there to help others that are in the space that I was in 4 years ago. So it's like that domino effect. And you might think that you don't matter and your story doesn't matter and all the horrible things you're going through and you don't know what's going on doesn't matter, but it does. And you matter, and your voice matters, and your story matters, because all these humans here on earth need love and connection. And by us keeping our stories to ourselves because we don't feel worthy, we don't feel that it's worth it, and we don't feel like it's going to do anything except maybe embarrass us and mortify us, I say this with love. Let that go. Let that go. If you can't do it to help heal yourself, do it for other people. Do it for those out there that need to hear what you have to say. Because trust me, there's one person in this world that needs to hear the words that you are given and that you should get out. And I was in that space. I was like, absolutely not. I will not. I'm so mortified. I'm embarrassed. I have shame. I have guilt. I have fear, for going through the things that I went through and allowing myself to get there, and having no self-image and no self-confidence and not knowing, what I'm doing, blah, 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 blah. And it took me a while to work through that. And now here I am. And I want to tell you, please just let that go. You have what it takes to get your story out into the world to help others. Get movement. Don't be sedentary. Yeah, you might have to go to work and you have kids and you have all the things you have to take care of and then you're exhausted. But it's priority that you give your body, your beautiful vessel, some movement. Because when we become sedentary or we're sitting at a desk all day, working at a desk, and then we come home and we sit on the couch and watch TV because we're tired, your body needs movement. Our physical bodies were not made to be sedentary. It needs movement. And when you get movement and you walk or you swim or you dance, whatever it is that you do, it creates activity in your body and you begin to, the endorphins start flowing and the mood rises and the hormones rise and all the things start happening and you start to feel better. And yeah, you might only be able to walk like maybe 5 steps or just something minute, but start with baby steps. Don't expect to like climb Mount Everest on day 1. Just take small steps each day. Try to go a little bit further and be grateful for what you can do, what your body is able to do. Because when you can find gratitude in your body, in yourself, no matter what it is, even if you have to go backwards for a couple days, but then start to move forward again, be grateful for that and honor your body and yourself for taking those steps. Because something that's going to start small and you have to build that solid foundation before it can thrive. Like a tree, a seed gets planted and you have to water it and give it love and sunshine and water and nourishments and minerals. It just doesn't grow with wisdom overnight. It takes time. And that is just like us. So when you're going through these difficult times, really try to remember that. Hold space for yourself, honor you, appreciate you, love you. Even if you have guilt, shame, regret over things that you might have said or that you might have did or that you might have gotten yourself into, hold space for that and push into that. Feel it and then release it. Because remember this and tell yourself this. This is a beautiful mantra and a daily affirmation. Everything that happens the way it is supposed to happen. It is divinely guided and it is divinely timed. So don't hold on to guilt, fear, and shame for things that have happened or things that you have said, because it was supposed to happen. It's okay. It's a lesson. It's a learning lesson. And if it made you feel good and you learned from that lesson, beautiful. Keep evolving and moving forward. If it made you feel contracted and icky and you didn't learn your lesson, you're going to have to keep repeating it and maybe in a different way. So it's up to you. Eat whole, clean foods. Nourish your body, nourish your mind. Try to limit or release processed foods, fried foods, fast foods, alcohol, like lots of sugars, processed sugars, because that stuff doesn't help our body and our brain when we're going through these difficult times. It doesn't help us on a normal day, but especially when we're moving through difficult times and we're feeling pretty low. Feel your feelings without judgment. Love yourself. Know that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, and nothing is going to last forever. This too shall pass. And these are reminders that we can tell ourselves. I'm going to wrap this up, and I say all this with love and compassion. I've lived this. I still do these things each day. I'm beyond my significant healing journey and my dark night of the soul and my rock bottom. I have left the darkness and come to the light, and that's why I'm here on my channel sharing with you my raw, true, authentic wisdom, knowledge, my stories. Yeah, it was difficult at first and it gets easier every single time I make a video, but I want to put out into the world that you are not alone. Your voice matters. You matter. Listen to videos, share it with friends, share it with people that you know that are going through things, because every human on this earth will go through, are going through, or have gone through difficult, challenging times. And we are not separate from each other. We are all one. So I would love to help you. Keep an open mind and an open heart. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends. Thank you for being here. Namaste.